So until yesterday, I wanted to talk about wills. But at around 6 p.m., I met a lady friend of mine. And that lady friend of mine told me that the husband has done so many things for her, but sadly, they've not done a wedding. And what happens to the property once the husband is not there? And I'll talk about the various forms of marriages, because these things are there, or these things are here with us. We have 5 types of marriages here in Kenya. We have the civil marriages. They are very easy. Civil kind of marriages, you go to the office of the Attorney General, a 30-day notice is issued, you pay 2,750, and you go with 2 witnesses, you do your wedding. Mr. Gadu, just come. I'll be practical. This gentleman of mine here, that is the kind of wedding he contracted. And I remember that morning he just called me and my brother Sam. We went, we witnessed, and that is how easy he did that wedding. The same applied to my good friend, Mr. Jprc Kamau, Njoroge. Those are the kind of marriages that are there in civil marriage. It is as easy as ABC. Thank you. 2, we have the Christian marriages. This is the marriage that I conducted with Anne. Anne, you can stand for purposes of record. It is important, yes. Yes, we have the Christian type of marriage. And number 3, we have the Hindu marriages. I don't know how they conduct it, but those 3 marriages are assumed to be monogamous in nature. Once you conduct a civil marriage, a Christian marriage, and a Hindu marriage, those are monogamous kind of marriages. What do I mean? If today my wife Anne has a problem, that maybe I have someone somewhere else, and I've gone to conduct another marriage, if this person comes from where? Huku Mombasa, na nimeenda nikalipa mahari, that kind of marriage will never be recognized as long as there exists my kind of marriage, which is the Christian type of marriage. Similarly, anyone who has conducted a civil kind of marriage can never contract into any other kind of marriage. The second or subsequent marriages are assumed to be null and void. There is no debate about it. Then we have the 2 most dangerous type of marriages. This is the customary type of marriage and the Islamic type of marriage. These 2 types of marriages are assumed to be polygamous. And that is where my lady friend had a problem with yesterday. The husband went and paid dowry at home, and that was it. There was a law in the Marriage Act that came into effect on 1st of May 2017, saying that if you have conducted a customary kind of marriage, then you go and legitimize it. You go make it legitimate. By doing what? By going to the AG's chambers and registering that kind of marriage. That easy. So to those of us who are here, bwanangu yeye alienda akapeleka ng'ombe, ninajulikana nyumbani, hapana. Msukume kidogo. Mwambie, let us go and register this kind of marriage. Previously, it was allowed. It is always allowed, because we'll go to Dr. Mudhuri. Mudhuri, si unakumbuka ulinipeleka Kandara nikatoa ng'ombe. Hey, wewe ndio tunakujua. But you see, for a man who has contracted a customary kind of marriage and has not registered it, tomorrow he will go to Kalenjin, atoe ng'ombe, kesho kutwa ataenda Taita, atoe ng'ombe, na nyinyi nyote ni mabibi, as long as hakuna hata moja ameregister. With the Islamic type of marriage, we know they are allowed 3 or 4? 4 wives. So, customary, Islamic, they are polygamous kind of marriages. That leads us to the issue of will. We have 2 types of wills in Kenya. We have the written will or the oral will. A written will is easy. Unaenda kwa wakili, there is no special format about it. You can only have a 4-acre shamba at home na umejenga nyumba. Wewe ni kuandika tu, nikikufa nyumba ni ya bibi yangu. Na watoto wangu wavulana wapewe nafasi wajenge na familia zao. Na msichana atakayeolewa na arudishwe nyumbani pia yeye atafutiwe nafasi tosha. Wewe una kanyumba hako kako, umemaliza hiyo mambo yako ya will. But a will must be written, must be in writing, and must have 2 witnesses. 2, we have oral types of wills. These are common with our members of the armed forces who are out there. They see the battlefront and maybe death is coming, and they wanatamuka inachukuliwa na wenye wako. There must be someone who has heard someone's last wishes. We lost a friend here, Joroge can attest, just in Mombasa the other day. And we had friends who came forward to say, jamaa kabla kufi alisema azikwe Mombasa. And that was it. When the family came, alisema jamaa siku zote alikuwa anasema mimi nipumzishwe Mbaraki. I came to Mombasa way back in 1978. Why am I going home? I don't have friends at home. Mombasa has been home, nizikwe hapa. And true to it, the family respected those wishes. And this man will be laid to rest on Friday here in Mbaraki. Then we have those people who die without wills. This is where now the problem is, because you leave this process to the courts for purposes of distribution. And poor or sad if you are involved in a polygamous kind of marriages, because there will be back and forth about your estate. You have to choose an administrator who will govern or make sure that your property is well distributed. They are usually back and forth. How? If you are there as the wife, we say, and you know my husband left 2 parcels of land, you'll be going to wakili, you'll be going to court to say, I'm the wife, I have these children, I want this property to be distributed to me. But someone else might come and say, hata mimi nilikuwa nimeolewa. Atakuja na picha, it's enough, picha. Vile alipeleka mbuzi na wale wazee walienda huko kupeleka hizo mbuzi. And they will want to be enjoined in the case to show the court that they are also entitled to the estate. The back and forth. We've seen the Koinange kind of back and forth court since 1975. Watu wanaenda kotini kupigania mali tu. And who benefits? I don't want to say it's lawyers who benefit, because at the end of the day, you see the proceeds from this estate, they are usually kept either by a lawyer or some are deposited in court at the disadvantage of your immediate family. So it is always good to do a will. Ujigawe. Lakini hawa wazee wetu hawa kina Dr. Mudhuri, hawa wa Meru wakali. And our fellow Kikuyu men who think there is a perception that once you do a will, then unaenda. It is always good to be prepared for any eventuality. Make sure that there is continuity even after you leave. There is a lot. People nowadays are thumbed. Watu wamesoma, there is a lot of information going out. There is a lot that I can talk about, but let me leave it at it. For more clarity, at a fee, Mr. Kanyi is there, I'm here, and Mr. Gadhu is here behind me. Feel free to contact us in our offices at a small fee. God bless you.